All right, welcome back. We are on to the Montreal Canadiens and our one-year Stanley Cup rebuilds to try and bring these teams to the promised land, to the good old Stanley Cup. We got Montreal today with a 74.63 cap right now. So they got about 6 million cap space. That's nice to see there, even with the 10 million goalie. Got some cap space. Price, Weber, Domi, the key pieces of this team. We'll see what we can do with them. Here is what we have to work with, though. Kovalchuk rocking the first line. How's he looking on the first line? How's his defense? No, not good. Okay, just checking. Making sure things didn't change there. 79 on the defensive awareness, but still a great player. Good goal scorer. They have Drouin, Domi, and Kovalchuk. Kovalchuk belongs in the second line, it looks like. That's where his role is, at least. The coaching scheme fits him better on the first line, though. Then we have Gallagher. Gallagher's an 85 overall. I never realized he had that high of an overall. They have some solid pieces in Montreal. Tatar's an 85 as well. Now, the bottom six could use a little bit of work, but I was kind of surprised to see it's that high of an overall for those two guys right there. Patka over here as well. Third line scoring for, come on, he's an all-star. Not literally an all-star, but, he's an all-star in my mind here. Come on, you got to do better than that. 74 in the faceoffs, kind of expected to be low. Those younger guys, that's actually not bad for as young as he is. 74 in the draws there, 79 on the shot blocking, 86, 85 there on the defensive stats. Take a look at how he's going to do there, being a centerman. And then on the third and fourth line, Lehkonen, Denault, Armia, and Poling. How are you doing? No face. That is not good. That has to be some sort of disease not to have one of those. Byron as well. And you belong, there's one. That's probably where we're going to start over here. Is good old Dale's been on this team forever. He couldn't be, though. He's wearing a Flyers jersey. I thought he was on. How long has he been over here on Montreal? I swear it's been a while. Oh, okay. He played at Montreal in 2015. Okay, he's been here like 7 different times. I get it. I was gonna say, I could have swore I've seen him in multiple different cases rocking at Montreal. I don't know if it was hot card or what. That makes sense though. He's under like 3 different years. That's crazy. Vancouver a little bit there. He's been around. He's gotten around. Good for him though, right? I guess 77 overall, bottom 6 guy. That'll happen. Looking at the defense though, Shea Weber still rocking an 88 overall. Very nice. Petrie 85. And then this second line, Scandella and Shira is not gonna work here, I don't think. I'm afraid. Kulak and Victor Meat! My man Meat! How triggered does that get people right there? I'm calling him Meat. All right, Victor Mete. Mete, welcome to the team, pal. Nice to see you're still only 21, still young, still only 5'9". Still progressing. But Mete, I have a feeling we might have to replace you. How do you look? Yeah, you don't even want to play on a third line. So that's a big problem there as far as the scheme fit's concerned. Him and Kulak both don't want to play on a third line. What about Sherratt and... Oh, okay, Sherratt can do it and Scandella. So those might be our new third liners. We may have to look for some 82, 83 overall. The thing is, we're going to have to look for... I feel like we're going to have to look for some forwards for Montreal here. So that could be the one problem. We need to find a right wing. That's where we're going to start. We'll start with a right wing. We'll start with a couple defensemen. Lehkonen's only a 79. I feel like he's been pretty solid. 31 points, 82 games. That ain't terrible. Plus 10. Whatever that's worth. All right. And then, of course, the goaltending, as we already know, the great Carey Price. And the backup is a 77 overall Lindgren. So we'll make it work. We'll try to pick us up. Actually, you know what? Before we start the trade thing, we got to take a look at how these players agree with the coach. As much as they show the scheme fit, they don't show the scheme fit with the coach. So we'll take a look at this. Shipley, Ryan Shipley's brother. Was that the Bengals player? Ryan Shipley, is that it? Is that the right name? That doesn't sound like the name. Petrie doesn't agree with the scheme fit. 61%. So there's really not a big fit of the scheme in general with these guys. Kulak, Mete. So Mete's happy to leave because he has no scheme fit here. The defense in general. You know what I'm noticing a lot about these defenses? The defenses, not the defenses, but the coaches. It's always the defense that never fits the scheme. Like, I feel like it's the same every single time. Weber, though, one of the surprising defensemen that actually fit very well here. Drouin, not so much. Armia, same deal. That's it, though, I think. Who are we looking for? Yeah, so we'll continue to do what we're doing here. See if we can look at, again, we'll look for a coach sales just to see if we have anybody out there that fits the scheme a little bit better than the 61%. Just to take a peek here. There normally isn't, but we'll take a look just in case. Go through here. 62%, actually. That's better. But he's an offensive guy. I feel like we're going to be building more of a defensive type of coach here. Coaches with an offensive scheme are work best with offensive players. Balanced players can make it work, while defensive players do not fit this scheme. So, yeah, we probably, even though it's a 62%, probably won't get along with him too well. Brain. Hi, hello, Brain. I like the last name there. That's classy. 58%. Defenseman over here in Wilson. How's the defense work? 59%. So it didn't actually help the defense too much there. It helped our bottom guys. I guess what we can do is build the team, right? Get a couple of guys we want and then come back here and see how they fit with each coach. Usually we don't mess with the coach now, but you know, we were gonna eventually win a Stanley Cup. It's gonna happen. Stanley Cup's coming. We are gonna start over here in Buffalo and work on that defense. Again, we're not trying to go too steep here. Just an 82. Got like Montour. His defensive awareness around 86. 86 is across the board, really. They're not the most offensive guy, which is all right. He is a two-way forward, though. He fits on both of the top two pairings, which is perfect for us. We're trying to move down our second line anyway, and then he can rock and roll on the penalty-killing lines as well. So we'll throw Montour on there, and more importantly, he's 3.39 million, which is what we're trying to focus on here, is trying not to spend too much on these lower raw defensemen as well. As far as our defenseman, Scandella is, oh wow, actually, come to think of it, do we keep Scandella over a guy like, well, Kulak, who maybe we keep him instead? Because he's cheaper? I didn't really think of that right away. 85, 87, 85. He's not that great on the shooting. Don't really care. Passing's 80, 82. Scandella, 83, 82. I feel like every time we trade for Scandella or something, it never works out anyway. And that's making me lean to want to get rid of him. He's a little bit better defensively, it looks like, but he's also a lot more expensive, which, you know what, we might go down that route then. If we can drop Scandella, then we're going to make a little bit of cap space here. I know it's, you know, a +1 difference there, so it's not a big deal really. And for, as you know, as far as the rest of the defensive stats are concerned, it's not really a big deal as well to me. So we'll leave it as that. I would like to see what kind of prospects we have to work with over here in Montreal. I'd like to see some. Lately, we haven't met a lot of expensive prospects. You know what I'm starting to realize? If we build a long-term franchise, it's probably crazy easy to get some studs, because we went through a lot of teams so far, and there are not a lot of teams who have players in the AHL that have a lot of trade value. Like, we might just be able to scoop up anybody if we really wanted to. So we'll start with Brock's got decent value there. Ikonen, is that Ikonen? Is that how you say that? Ikonen or Ikonen? We're going to throw him on there, and we'll go Montour. And you know what? We might try to squeeze on a pick here if we can. Why not? No, you know what we'll do? Instead of doing that, we'll overpay, but we're going to have you. Oh, wow. Are we over the salary? No, we're over the salary. No, yeah, they're over the salary cap. Well, that ain't good. No, they're good. They're good. 83 to 80. Yeah, that's fine. What did we do to make that happen? We gave them an extra 600K. And somehow that put them over to the cap. We're going to keep going now. I think EA's just lying to us. They must have some short-term stuff in there. So we're going to milk that as best we can. Yeah, I knew you guys would like that. It's still going through. So that'll save us, you know, $1.5 million-ish or so if they take that. Trade rejected is a thing called a trade block. I know. All right, so you didn't want to do that. All right, that's fine. We're going to give it a try. You normally do have to overpay mightily to make trades in this game anyway. But we had to give it a try, see how she went. Montour. The Buffalo Sabres are not interested in this deal that you're offering. We appreciate the changes that you are making, but it's still not enough. Okay. I'm speaking your language here, Buffalo. What you're saying is you want a 4th-round pick from the Anaheim Ducks, right? No. All right, Buffalo, I know what you're thinking. You didn't want Anaheim's pick because you've seen Winnipeg had a pick out there. We'll drop the salary down to 0 for you because we're nice people. Thank you. See, I knew it. I knew that's all it was. I just wanted Winnipeg's pick. I get it. I respect it. Assistant GM best roster. That'll work for now. We're going to continue to look for some more players here. Gustafsson, I love trading for Gustafsson, and it's looking good for us right now. He's saying defensive pairing too. He could be a power play helper as well. That'd be nice to have. We got Shea Weber. We can put Gustafsson out there. Again, the cheap salary. It's going to cost us a little bit to get him, but I've always had faith in Gustafsson, especially since he's going to fit on that second line really well there. And again, we talk about shipping guys out the door. So our first pair is there. Second pair is that our second pair? Yeah. Or was he going to third? Yeah, and Kulak's got to go, I think, right? Was he Kulak a guy that could not play in a third line? I think he was. So yeah, he's the other guy we're going to trade, and we're going to keep Mete because he's got some. Actually, no. You know what we could do? We could move Mete because he's got that trade value. Let's see what the difference is here. The thing is, he's a top 4 potential. Other than that, though, I mean, we're talking the same overall. Kulak may not progress as much. We're talking a difference in the shot blocking. And he's a better shot blocker. He's a better passer. He's got better numbers in general, though. We might have to keep him. I don't want to, though. But not with that trade value. Oh, well. We'll make it work. We'll keep those guys. If we have to move cap, I guess Kulak is a little bit higher. So that does help us in that department. We'll leave it right there where we'd leave those two on. I'd like to leave those two because we have 6 defensemen now. Fleury might be somebody, though, that's got a little bit of trade value, too. All right, Fleury. You're willing to be will and deal here. You don't really have a spot on a team right now. You're a depth forward. What does the coach think about you? I missed it. No data to display. I love when it says that. That's my favorite. So, yeah, we'll throw you on there. That's a little bit of trade value, and it's going to cost us a little bit here to get Gustafsson, but I think we got, over here in Montreal, they got some solid prospects, really. We haven't had to jump into the draft pick pool yet, but I think we should. We better jump into the draft pick pool, because the more we make trades, the better, or the lower the value of our draft picks are going to be. Hey, the Blackhawks, you guys want your pick back? Montreal is loaded with draft picks for 2020. I just realized that. They have like 3 4s, 2 5s, a couple seconds. You guys better not mess up that 4th round. You know those 4th round steals be. So we'll go, I don't want to go a 1st round. That seems like a lot. We'll go 2 seconds. 2 seconds, Gustafsson for Fleury. And we're not going to retain anything, and you're not going to retain anything. We have plenty of cap space. That means $5 million laying around. Trade rejected. We are saving to re-sign our pending free agents. We are not comfortable taking. You're just being picky now. Did you? Wait a second. Hang on. Did you just see that message? The EA just told us. First of all, we're giving them $500K in cap space. Second of all, we are giving them a guy on an entry-level deal. And EA told us that they are not comfortable taking on this salary. I have never in my life seen such a message, and that is some EA logic right there. No, we can't take on an entry-level deal. Come on, that's too much for us. We'll throw on a 7th. You're serious. You're serious. This is you're joking me. Here, I'll take like 25K off. If I take too much off, he's literally going to be sent to you for free. I'm just gonna throw him a draft pick. I'm gonna throw him a draft pick and see which one it takes. I thought that was, I mean, we got like 7,000 of them. We might as well give you the 4th for him. Just take it. They're really not gonna take it. They're really that upset about that. I'm speechless. That's all I gotta say. Here, we'll take half the deal. What else do you want me to do? Oh my goodness, we're gonna have to overpay for him because EA doesn't want to take on a $700K contract. I understand. Chicago, you know, I know you're always in the salary cap area issues. Here, take 2 4s. Take 2 4s for that $500K in cap space. They're really not going to do this. We're saving, I'm going to read this one more time because I feel like I'm doing this wrong. We're saving to re-sign our pending free agents, and we're not comfortable taking on extra salaries. Okay, that's what I thought. That is really what I thought. What if we just go straight up? Oh, and we did look at your trade block, and you said, you want to have, like, I don't know, I can't afford the $500K. We only have an 80 million salary cap, and 800K just doesn't do it. Here, take another pick. You're making me sick, EA. You really are. Take a 3rd. Thank you. We just had to. Oh, I hope you're happy. We just gave you a 3rd, a 4th. What do we give them? 3 picks just to take on a whole, you know, not even to take on. To shed 500K in cap space for them, we had to give them 4 picks. What a punishment. All right, so for that matter, we're still in good shape here where we have a decent amount of cap space. I mean, I think we're good. I actually have extra cap space because Gustafsson was only a little bit there, but he must have had, you know what it was? I just realized that I'm making fun of it. He probably had a longer term deal after this, did he not? Is that what happened there? Did I just completely miss that? I bet you that's what it was, and we're over here making fun of Chicago that whole time. Well, that's embarrassing. You guys didn't have to talk about that. I didn't even look past that 700K. Let's take a look here. Let's take a look. You guys are already hitting the comment section up making fun of us for this one. I already know, but we'll take a look. Calm the nerves here a little bit. All right. What do you got here, Fleury? What are you talking? No, 700K. Nope. Okay, I feel better about it then. All right, fine. We're good here. We're good. Let's try to find ourselves a forward. I'm thinking about big fish shopping here. We have the cap space. Ryan Johansson's feeling like an answer here. A center, decent draws, forward line 2. That's what we're looking for, is a second line center. I know, a better second line than the first. But the reason I was thinking center is because we could use some improvement. Like, I know we brought up, the bottom 6 could use some work, the right wing position. But we can move one of our second, third, fourth line centers over to that right wing position. I think it'll be fine there. And if we can improve that second line from a center standpoint, that'll definitely help that top 6, I think. Picking up a guy like Johansson, who has all the abilities in the world here. Decent shot, decent passing, the defensive and offensive awareness are there. He fits on forward line too. They don't like him anywhere on the power plays or anything. But besides that, I'm not going to be too concerned about it. We'll make it work. So we're going to go Johansson. This is going to cost us a lot. So we'll see how this goes. There won't be any salary being retained here. Wow, we could trade Kotka. How do you guys feel about trading away Kaka for the team? I forgot about that. Kaka's got that really good trade value. That could be one way to go. We have him, and that is really about... I'm looking at the wrong filters here. Yeah, we have him, Weber, Domi. Gustafsson's got some decent trade value. I'm sure you guys do want him. We're going to have to trade some players. So we're going to trade prospect number 1. We're going to trade prospect number 2. That is not going to get us there. We're always going to throw in a first-round draft pick. I love all the prospects you guys got over here in Montreal. Bright future coming. We'll throw in that first there. We'll throw in that second. I think we're going to be... Montreal would be over the league. What are you talking about, Joey? We have all this cap space, and you still don't fit under the cap for us, pal. Yo, we'll make it work. We're nice people. We'll make it work. How about Montreal? You just take like 4 mil of this, Nashville. How do you feel about that? You like that, right? That's gonna make this trade a little bit more fair. Sort of. Send it. Trade rejected. Nashville Predators have this great thing called a trade block. I figured, but you always have to test the waters. Normally, even when the bar is bigger, it's like, oh, I don't want to overpay too much, but you normally have to. That's usually how she goes. Still have the trade block. I understand. How long has it been there? Forever? The trade block? A while? It's probably not gonna work. 3 firsts for Ryan Johansson. Trade reject. Wow, really? I'm kind of surprised they didn't take that one. Now it's 3 first-round draft picks for Ryan Johansson. Wow. What if we drop that a little bit? And 2 prospects. That's a solid trade. I don't think they're going to have anything to do with it, though. I don't know. I'm thinking about making a bold move here and not just picking up Johansson. This is a 1-year Stanley Cup rebuild. And, man, you talk about I'm not going to have very many Montreal fans that are happy. Not many happy Montreal fans. But what if we pick up... Oh, we can't, though. We can't even afford it. I was looking at Duchesne. He costs too much, though. We have to find a decent center that is cap friendly. We don't even need a center. We just need a forward because, like I said, Katka's got that low face-off draw rating right now. So we could look at, I don't know, they're paying everybody some good dough here. Forsberg's getting paid. Everybody's making that money. He fits on all forward lines, though. That's a good thing to see out of Forsberg. Man, we can't afford it. Whose cap are we cutting? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about the cap space we ain't got for this. It's gonna happen. This is a very bold strategy here, but we're gonna make it happen. We got to. He's 81 overall and he's 19. Who's got the cap space? Drew and Tatar. Nope. Byram could go. Maybe. That's an idea. You're not gonna play anymore. You can go Dale Eakins. So we'll throw Dale on there. That's gonna make a little bit of cap space, but not a lot of bit of cap space. So we're gonna have to go back up to you guys retaining some salary. This is, it's hurting me. It's hurting me to do this. It really is. But, man, we gotta win a Stanley Cup right now. And you think at 26, 27, that's 2 good players you're gonna get for another 5, 6 years, but you're passing up on Kotka for like 10. How's the season been looking this last season? 34 games played, or 79 games played, 34 points. That is a trade, though. That is a trade and a half, throwing on some prospects. We don't have to throw on to prospects anymore, really, but we're gonna say Nashville. You throw on your first round draft picks, give them back. You're going to give up 2 firsts. Montreal would be over the... How are we still over the cap over here? Okay. You're going to have to retain some more salary cap, this time on Forsberg's deal. Forsberg's getting the dough, I guess. Maybe we won't be getting any first round draft picks in return. But hey, it's a blockbuster deal, fellas. It's a blockbuster deal. 2 firsts. Yeah, now we're not going to make that happen. We'll give it a try, though. Trade rejected. I didn't think so. All right, we'll drop 1 first. Trade. We will not accept this proposal. The trade looks fair, but Nashville is not willing to retain it. You have to. That's the problem, Nashville. You don't have a choice. You gotta retain the salaries. They like it. What if we add on one of our picks, though? Instead of, we're gonna give you a second, you're gonna get a first just for retaining those salaries. What do you think about that? They do not like that. Okay, we'll drop the first. I don't want to give you all those prospects, though. If we do that, that seems like something. I guess we still have 2 firsts to work with, and we just picked up 2 great players on offense. Straight up. We will not accept this to fair, but you still don't want to do that. Okay, all right. Let's see what we got here. Let's see what kind of cap space finagling we can do here. Make sure we're not hurting ourselves too much. So centers, 1, 2. Domi Suzuki's not going to play center, though, is it? Well, we're going to pick up Johansson. He's going to have to play center. So that'll go. We'll filter this by salary cap. That'll be a lot easier, I'd have to say, huh? All right, so you're making $1.4 million a year. So what if we throw that on? And then we retain, how much of this can we retain with that? Then we'll drop 3-ish, 2.5. That's going to put us right there. So right around, we still might have space though. No, we don't. Okay, we're going to have to go a little bit lower. Right about, we're going the wrong direction. We are going the wrong direction. First time GM here, right there. How about that? We took off $1 million on that caps for Ryan Johansson. Trade rejected. The deal would work for Nashville, but in our current situation, we're not currently retaining these salaries. Okay, so that's not going to work. That's not going to work. We got to put somebody with a lot of cap space on here, or it's just not going to work. And that's the problem we're running into. Every player, look at the cap space. We are talking Alsner. Wow, what are you doing over here, pal? Okay, what if we throw you on there? What do you guys think about that, Nashville? Here, we'll go ahead and, you know, not make you take this salary. It's fine. You're taking Alsner, though. Consider it a deal. Oh, I hope this works. I hope this works. Oh, wow, look at the difference in those meters. It should work. I don't want to go that low. What if we just go, like, down to... let's see if we can weasel them around here. We'll go to 1.5. Not losing any draft picks. Trade rejected. We're not accepting this proposal. Trade is fair. Okay, you're still not willing to deal it. We're going to have to drop the one on Forsberg a little bit. If we drop Forsberg back down below about $2 million, would that make you happy, Nashville? No, it would not. It's going to work, Nashville. The fact that you're willing to make this trade is surprising me at the very least, and you're going to have to retain some salary here for us on somebody. What if we go retain salary on one guy and not on the other? There's got to be a loophole to this system. Yeah, I know it. And we're going to figure it out. We're going to go under 900K or just no retention at all. We can't do that. We can't afford that. It's a bad idea. We'll go right there. Double tap. Not good. They rejected. They're still not having any of it. We ain't got nothing else for you over here, Nashville. The trade's great. What if we drop you and we add on somebody else that's got a decent cap? We're just trading everybody away over here, Montreal. If you guys don't mind. Ain't nobody safe. I want to say Byron. I want to say Byron's the answer here. He's a third line guy. And he likes where he's playing, though. That's the thing. He loves it. He enjoys Montreal. He's 30. He's probably got a wife and kids now, and he doesn't want to move. He doesn't have to. But we're talking Ryan Johansson and Philly Fours here, though. We have to. Oh, Will's the answer here. 1.4 million. All right, so we'll try that. And then we'll drop the retention once again. How? Because he's an AHL guy. Is that the problem? Probably, if I had to guess. Because Ryan Johansson on a longer-term deal. The Nashville Predators have this. They're great in contract. Okay, so what we did there did not make them happy. It was like, nope, don't do that again. So what did we change? Did we drop a prospect? Yeah, it was a prospect we dropped. So we had to keep the prospects in there. All right, so last try here. We're going to switch it up. We're going to throw Arvidsson. Arvidsson still fits. He's got that second line potential. He fits in the top 6 forward lines. Kovalchuk may have to move, but you know what? He'll be all right. He'll live with it. We get Arvidsson, Johansson, and that keeps us in salary cap. What looks to be decency. If we go straight up here, I don't think they'll take that. I think we'll have to throw in an extra prospect. Trade rejected. This deal would work for the Nashville Predators, but it is in our current situation. We're not comfortable retaining this salary. Yeah, I understand. I get it. We are feeling it right now. You really would throw that at us, though, right? After all of that, after everything we did for you guys, you're just going to go out there and throw that salary cap game at us. So we'll throw on. You bet. You bet. Brock's coming over to Nashville. There you go. Oh, geez. They're still not a fan of it. We have to. What don't you understand that we can't afford to not? I don't know how we end up with cap space out of all of this. Probably because how long does Arvidsson got left? 5 years. Johansson 6. We'll retain a little bit of Alsner's deal there. There we go. Let's do it. Yeah, buddy. That may have been a terrible decision, but it's happening. The team has been completed. Let's see how it goes. We may have to make some mid-season adjustments. Look at that first line, though. +3. Arvidsson, Domi, and Tatar. Love it. Gallagher, second line with Johansson and Druin. What a line there. Kovalchuk, Denault, and Lehkonen. Yeah, maybe. Why do I feel like Armia was a Kovalchuk June bug for like a week or two? Did he play in LA for a little bit? No, he played in Winnipeg. I'm thinking the wrong. Amarillo. Amarillo, is that his name? Amarillo. He's like a fourth liner in LA. LA fans would be able to tell me there. So that's decent there. I like that. Johansson's enjoying it. We just did it. Ye's best lines, and actually kind of just did it for us here a lot better. I think that was a lot easier. Druin goes there. Perfect. Arvidsson's on the first line. We're going the wrong direction. Lehkonen he's going to make it work right there, though. These guys want to play that line. And, man, it's different. It is different seeing no Kaka on this team. That's going to be the key here. How do we do without him? Do you have a better face-off rating? No, nobody does. So that's how that's going to have to work there. The bottom 6 is better, though. At the end of the day, it is better. Kovalchuk's kind of scares me playing defense. On the defensive side of the ball, though, even though we're playing with the ice and a puck, we have Petrie, Weber, Montour, Gustafsson, and then which one of these guys did not want to play third line? It was you, good old Kulak. So that's the one problem there, but yeah, you're not going to play second line. Sorry. So Sherratt and Kulak are going to have to try to make that work there, and then taking a look at the special teams. Gallagher, Johansson. Johansson doesn't belong in the first line. Who am I missing? Who's not here, not playing first line? Is it? We'll take a look here. That's not the right button. Center, Denault. It is Domi. Domi's not playing. Is Domi there? Changing current line? I don't think he is. No, he's not. Put Domi up here. Yeah, that'll help out that line. Domi Johansson. He's right there. Hello. Did we just try to put Domi on 2 lines in a +1 net, though? Did I see that right? We're just pushing way too many buttons now. Yeah, it did. What? Excuse me? They like that. I think we'll just leave it as is. EA normally does when you do their little GM thing. They mix the schemes best you can with it there. Arvidsson being on his second line. I don't really like that. See, you'd think Druin or somebody up here would help this a little bit. I want to put Druin up there. I'm going to put Druin right there. And we're finding a defenseman to play back here. Gustafson's good on the power play. That's where he should be. He's playing this is power play. How's he up? Yeah, that'll help it out a little bit. I'll move you there, Gustafson. The 2 oh, no, we can't do that. We can't do that, can we? Weber on the second power play unit. No, you can't. You got to leave Weber on the first line. So we might go 2 defensemen. 2 defensemen on that line. And then we'll look for maybe... I know Petrie can't play on the power play. Can Montour do it? Possibly. I want to put 1 defenseman back there just in case. So that'll work. I think that's a little bit better. A bit of an improvement there. Weber, Tatar, Gallagher, Johansson, Arvidsson, Druin. Again, we're not playing defense. I don't know what EA's obsession is with putting 2 forwards on defense. But they love doing that. We'll put Gustafson there once again. Is that the power play? Special teams power play. Yeah, power play. So we'll put Gustafson there. That will work on that. The penalty kill. Pulling. Yeah, Petrie, Weber looks good. Johansson. I'd rather you not play on the penalty kill, but we'll make it work because you have decent penalty killing statistics there. So I do like that. Polling, you probably can't win face-off draws. So we will put Johansson there on the second line unit of the penalty kill for the... they didn't like that. I liked it. It's going to work because he wins the face-off draws. He's a better defensive player. So we're just going to leave it like that, EA. You are going to enjoy looking at the goaltenders. Everything is set up there. Extras, 4-on-4. Johansson, Druin, Montour, Gustafson. Consider it good. 4-on-4 continued. 3-on-3. Arvidsson. Where's Johansson? Second line. You're going to play center there, pal. They don't have chemistry for this stuff, apparently. So we'll leave it like that. Extra attacker, not really concerned. Let's do it. Let's do it, Montreal. What you guys got for us? Hopefully a good season, because we made some big moves here and some very not wise ones for the future of this team. So if we don't win a Stanley Cup this year, we're probably going to get fired as GM. You just don't walk Kotka and your entire future out the door like that and not win a Stanley Cup. So hopefully this goes well for us, or things are going to get a little bit ugly. That's how you want to start, though. 2-1-1 in the preseason. You know when you lose preseason games, it's going to be scary. There we go. 5-1-1. That's a lot better. Hit us with the regular season, please, Montreal. We don't have a lot of moves left. Usually, we make the mid-season adjustments. Maybe this year's a little bit different. We start with the adjustments early and see if the team can adjust from there, because we don't have a lot left anyway. We do have some draft picks. There are some draft picks to make some moves, but the fact that we went out there and moved Kotka, picked up 2 solid defensemen, 2 solid top 6 players in general, arguably first liners. This team should be able to win games, but right now 5-6, not the way you want to see the season start over. You're heading to Arizona. I got to pick up some wins here. Did we beat Arizona? That game never happened. Apparently, we just skipped right over it. All right, then. There's a win streak. There's a loss to the Flyers. Still 500. Unbelievable. What did we do to the Montreal Canadiens? 8-10. I promise it wasn't us. 10-10. There we go. A little win streak. Couple more, please. There we go. 4-gamer. We got to start reeling off some W's here. They're going to be firing us out the door before the season's even halfway over. There's a big win against Boston and the Devils. Heading to Philly. I lost to Philly. Lost to Boston. We can't get off this 500 snide right now. We got to start reeling off some W's. 17-13. Decent. 17-13. If we can get a win streak going here, I think we started a little sluggish, but it feels like lately they've been playing better. There's a 7-1 win over there against Ottawa. See, that could be some crazy, just superstitious thing, but I always feel like when you play new players on a team and you add them in franchise, it always takes, and we have morale off, keep that in mind here. It always takes a few weeks or a month or two for the chemistry to get there where they start playing better. Like, it always feels like it's always a slower start to the season, or, when we make moves at the trade deadline, we always talk about those trade deadline moves where the team just falls straight on their face at the trade deadline after we make a couple moves. And again, maybe that's part of it. There's some sort of chemistry that needs to, we don't really see it in the game shown anywhere, but it needs to kind of get built there for these guys to play some games together. Now 28-20, second place in the division. Look at the division upside down. Sabres and Canadiens. Here come the Leafs after the victory and overtime loss. The Leafs must have played a game in there when we didn't, because we was still second when we came and won that game. There's a couple L's. Got to get off this snide. Got to get off this snide. That's 3 in a row. That's 4 in a row. Stop it, please. Now, thank you. That would be appreciated. There we go. W. 1, 2 of the 3, though. That's not bad. It's not bad. We haven't beaten up on Boston this year. Let me tell you what. Boston's been getting bodied. 34, 26-3. We'll take a look. Just a quick peek. Arvidsson only 51 points. I don't know. People are going to think we're bandwagon Nashville fans. I just realized I would just trade for some more Nashville players after all these Nashville videos. Third Weber, 43 points. Decent. Nobody's really killing it out there. Petrie's the best defenseman on the team. Minus 13 for Armia. I was concerned about him. And for good reason. He's a minus 13, 22 points. Third line scoring forward. Not much of a defensive guy. Him and Byron both kind of struggling there on the defensive side of the puck. It's that whole line, it looks like. It's looking like it was possibly Armia. Is Armia the real problem here? You can't just go straight off of that. 6 blocks, 32 giveaways, 34 takeaways. So it's not really showing there. 25% in the draws. I was hoping I could switch players from there. You can't. Byram, how have you been doing, pal? You're not Bowen, by the way. Just going to throw it out there in case you didn't know. 31 takeaways, 28 giveaways, 52 on the face-offs, 15 hits. Not laying the body down like he usually does. Wow, he's nowhere close to laying the body down like he does. All right, so we're going to make one last move. We're going to do Carlo, Coyle, 2 firsts, and Armia. So we're going to take a chance that Coyle can fix our problem on offense. The reason we threw in Coyle, or not Coyle, but Carlo, was because, not because I think we need to plug him in there. I mean, he fits in all defensive pairings, though, which is a bonus. But I would like to take a chance there just in case that third line D pair is struggling. We can see what happens if we throw him in there. And I figure we're getting rid of first round draft picks. It's a trade deadline. We can't, you know, if we don't use them, we lose them technically here. So we may as well. Trade reject, they're not going to take that. But again, small trade. Small trade, just going to throw it on there right before the deadline. See what happens here. We'll throw in another first if that's what they want. Go ahead and take it. Enjoy it. Enjoy yourself. 3 first round picks. For guys not worth 3 first round picks, Boston. Perfect. Love it. Love it. Go to roster moves. We'll leave things how they are. I want to edit the lines. I don't know why it brings us there. Edit these lines here real quick. And yeah, it's the 4th line that is now unfilled. Boyle can now play center, which should be a bonus for us. Substituting all lines. Yeah, that'll help us out there. He can play center. And he does like playing on the 4th line. So that's good to see there as well. Kovalchuk. That line. Yeah, the other lines have been solid. Well, yeah, that's Byram. That was the 4th line. It was Byram's on the 4th line. That was the other line that's been struggling, but Coyle's going to bring some defensive presence to this team. I don't know if we have anybody on the bench that we can look in this. That's possibly scratched here besides that. Mete, you can't play. You're a forward. Suzuki. How about Suzuki? How come we didn't play Suzuki this year? Hey, he's struggling on the defensive side of the puck. We'll leave him there. So we'll leave that as is. On the defensive side, we're talking possibly Kulak. He's a plus minus at 0, so he's not terrible. Who's struggling? Gustafson, he's never the offensive guy, or he's never the defensive guy, it seems like here. Kulak, though, they've been decent, 85, 85, about the same as Sherratt there. He's younger, of course. Is he a better passer? We liked him for a reason. Yeah, he's a lot better passer, it looks like there. Hand-eye and everything's so much better, because he's not a defensive guy. But that might be what's helping him here, is having Sherratt play with him. He's currently a +4. We're worried about that plus-minus. We're about that defense. Trying to get the best we possibly can here. And Corlo could be a good answer. Yeah, he likes playing on every single line here. We'll throw him on there and see how she goes. We had to make some changes, though. Changes had to be made. The team's been struggling. The extras of special teams to make sure the penalty kill now has... Yeah, we got to make sure he's playing instead of polling. That is Coyle, indeed. So we'll put Coyle right there. Thinking current line. That's fantastic. 3-man penalty kill. Coyle can now first line it since we have that ability. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, that's not going to happen. I was a -3 for doing that. That was a bad idea, I guess. I was not a big fan of throwing Coyle out there on the penalty kill, I guess. We'll put it back to how it was there for who we did have. Unfortunate. I was hoping that would work, but it's not going to work. It's not going to work. We won't force it. We're pulling back in there. It's fine. Yeah, this team's been doing so far this season. Still playoff team. Hopefully we didn't make too many drastic changes. We messed with the bottom, right? We didn't mess with the top, just the bottom 6 in the third line D pair there. So hopefully it doesn't hurt us too much there. 34-26 right now in a playoff spot. So like I said, don't do too much damage. 3 goals per game, 2.83 goals against, which is a little bit high. Penalty or power play is not the greatest, but it's about average, which you expect. Penalty kills been stellar, 85.5%. So hopefully we can make something happen here. One thing we did not see was how Carey Price has been playing. Can be the difference in his season if Carey's been struggling. He's not. He's carrying a team 921. We just got to get... What's Lindgren playing so much for? Excuse me? Why is he playing 38 of 26 games out of the 38? I see what we're losing. I'm turning it off. Price, you're playing the rest of the season. If EA is going to make me play a 77 overall goalie 40% of the season, that's just not going to happen. Like, who does that? Plays the backup goalie 28 games out of the 60 you've played so far. That's crazy. All right, let's hopefully this is it. This is the last chance we have here, but maybe I'm hoping and praying, and that was the big reason. That backup goalie playing a lot was kind of hurting us here. We'll see what happens. There's a lost start now. Again, we talked to chemistry. Team hasn't played together. Got some new lines out there, and all of a sudden we reel off a 3-game losing streak. What a coincidence. Is it a coincidence? I don't think so. There's a win, though. There's a big loss to Tampa. By big, I mean we got beaten up 6-1 over there in Florida. 6-4 against Nashville. Okay, I guess the goalie was not a big fan of him getting to play more over here. 4-1. Plenty of days off. There's a big victory. We need a win out here. There's a win over LA. There's a win over San Jose. Got to get this win streak. We are out of a playoff spot right now. 40-win season. It's a good season, but not good enough. There's a loss to the Florida Panthers. We're not going to... No, it was tough. Look at the division we ended up in, 42-35. I can't believe we did not make the playoffs with that team. There it is. Apparently, the Kotka trade was a bad one. I still think starting that goaltender half the season like that killed us in the end. But 43-35-4 was a 90-point season. Missed playoffs by 1 point. That's tough, though. When Buffalo drops 118, what do? 118 points. Playoff team of Buffalo does what they're supposed to do and loses games. 118. Boston missed playoffs too. You talk about it, just a random luck of the draw sometimes. 2.83 goals against, 3.07 goals for. So that stuff didn't really change throughout the year. To think we couldn't get this team to playoffs, though. Maybe it was the Arvidsson deal. Maybe, I don't know. Questions we need answers to. But yeah, Price ended up with a 9-18, 30-23. 13-12-2. He still played a couple games. He must have played a couple. No, I was going to say he played a couple if he got scratched. Wasn't he 11? No, he had 28 games. That's right. That's killer, though. That was the, I don't know. You can't have your backup goalie going 500 because he's playing the bad teams. You have him go 500 playing a bad team, and it costs you games there. I'm blaming the backup goalie on that one. Love to hear you guys' thoughts on it. As always, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, a big thumbs up, subscribe, appreciated. Never required. Otherwise, thank you guys for watching, and we will see you next time.